Hello Facebook, hello TikTok, hello Twitch, and hello, of course, YouTube. Okay, so this has been a long time coming. The first thing that I'm going to discuss with you is something that affected our family. It's something that impacted a local family, okay, terribly. And when you hear what people did and how they used this tragedy to attack me, I think you're going to be absolutely sickened. Now, other creators called this out. Wendy V made a stream about it. And it was on the Hell to the No channel that literally what these people do, because I live in every single one of their heads, and I live there day and night, 24/7, 5 years on, going strong. I live there. Every day they search Google for my name, for my husband's names, for my kids' names. And when they saw a blurb, and even though the blurb clearly said what really happened, because people went into their stream and told them that's not what happened. That's not what happened. So I'm going to tell you what happened. On December 13th of last year, Jimmy was driving along a 2-lane road that leads from one town. It's one of the main thorough 2-lane roads that come through here. It's not a highway by any means. It is a rural road, okay? He was driving on that road, not speeding, not texting, not talking. He was driving home. He had stopped at the cider mill. He picked up some donuts and I believe some cider. I got a call. I was on the phone with a friend, and the call came in, and I said, hold on, I've got to get it. It's Jimmy. Jimmy was all shook up. I couldn't even understand what was happening at first, because he said some woman ran into me. So I'm thinking with a vehicle, okay? And at this point, there's another woman there. And she starts talking to me and saying, I'm here with your husband. He's in shock. I witnessed the event because Jimmy was going one way on the 2-lane road, and this other witness was coming down the other way. And what happened is there was a restaurant in the one town, and Eva, the young woman, 23 years old, was supposed to be working until 9 o'clock. But she took off from work and started to walk along this road that did not lead to her house. So the first article said that the girl was walking home. No, she doesn't live on that road, and that road is not towards her house. Her house is in the complete opposite direction. So she was walking on the other side of the road. So Jimmy's coming on this side of the road. She's on the other side of the road. The other truck with the other woman is coming down the other way. As Jimmy starts to get a little bit closer where she's walking, She darts across the road and dives into his truck. He didn't run her over. His tire never even touched her. Okay? So all these people that are lying so badly about this, she dove and he saw that image. And he also saw something, okay, like two people at that point. It was crazy. She hit the truck and rolled over to the other side of the road. When they got to her, she was gone. There was nothing they could do. Okay, they called 911. The woman came out of the woman that witnessed it, came over to my husband and said, "Oh my gosh, what was that? Why did she do that?" Thank God. Thank God. That other woman was there. Okay? Because she was there, number one, for my husband. She was there. He was in shock. She was there until other people got there. Okay? And they didn't know who the girl was. She was wearing a hoodie. There was nothing that they could do to bring her back. She was gone. And the first responder came, and he said, she's gone. And he said to my husband, "Do you need something? Because this is crazy." They could see the marks on the road where Jimmy tried to stop the truck, okay? They could see that his speed wasn't fast. He passed a sobriety test on site. He also said, "I will go to the hospital and give my blood," which he did. And he had no substances in his system. So, would you believe that we didn't know and no one knew who this girl was? And we live in a small town, okay? The police officers didn't know. She didn't have any ID on her. Nobody recognized her. Jimmy didn't get home till it was late in the evening. So this happened during the daylight hours, okay? It was 3-4 o'clock when this happened, and he didn't get back from the hospital and everything till 8 o'clock. The police, they had to do an investigation, so they had drones. There was a complete investigation. They measure everything. They take that eyewitness's testimony. They take the black box from his truck. They take his truck. The first responders and the police knew this was not Jimmy's fault. Do you know why? Because it came out that she had tried this before. And that woman, that witness, called me. She wanted to check on my husband. And she also recanted exactly what happened here. Then other people started to come forward and say that this had happened already. So when her father went to pick her up at 9 o'clock that night, he went to the restaurant to pick her up. They said she left at 3 or 4 o'clock. The restaurant didn't even know that accident was Eva. The father's looking all around for her. And finally, he goes home. The police, I don't know how they eventually made the ID. And it was said that when the police went to the father's house, he said, "She finally did it." That's what he said. She finally did it. So She was obviously in a mental health crisis. She was obviously trying to end her suffering. What the means by what she did, how she did this, is horrific for both my husband and that other witness who saw this. For the first responders, for her parents. So this was December 13th. Again, there were no charges for my husband. None. And that was known from the get-go. In fact, in the local Facebook groups where this was, the first responders wrote, this was not the driver's fault, and I'm praying for him because this was tragic. Okay? This was tragic. And they knew. And then in the article, let me see if I have the articles right over here. Let me pull this over. Okay, 24-year-old Openburg woman killed after darting into traffic, police say. Sullivan County resident Eva Jacobs of Openburg was struck around 4 p.m. on Wednesday, December 13th in the town of Callicoon on North Branch Callicoon Center Road. Sullivan County Undersheriff Eric Chabati said Jacobs was struck by a 2012 Chevrolet pickup truck. The driver stayed on the scene, registered first aid. Witnesses told police that the victim had darted out into the roadway, Chabati said. The driver passed a field sobriety test and was not issued any tickets. Deputy sheriffs were assisted on the scene by the New York State Police. North Branch and Callicoon Center fire departments responded to the call, as well as Jeffersonville EMS. Okay? The investigation was continuing. Now, what this means, what the investigation continuing, they did Jimmy's toxicology. He was fine. But I don't know if you know this, and I hope that you don't know this, because I don't want anybody, anytime there is a fatality in a motor vehicle accident like this, the DMV has to have a hearing. Okay? They get all the information, all the evidence. Her parents can come. The other witness can come. Okay? And it happens about 6-8 months after the incident. Well, we had that hearing. And I want to tell you the conclusions of that hearing. Okay? A hearing was held regarding the above referenced matter, which is State of New York Department of Motor Vehicles in the matter of James Cavarnos, and it has a case number, okay? And it says here, a notice of hearing was duly served by mail upon all parties. Deputy Matthew Strauss, County of Sullivan, the estate of Eva Jacobs, hereinafter referred to as decedent Jacobs, and named witness, I'm not going to put her name out there, were provided notice, okay, to appear. And then the exhibits. There were 10 pages of information from these reports, from the black box from Jimmy's truck, from all of the information they got from the scene. Okay? They knew the speed Jimmy was going. They knew everything. Then there's a compass report, a formal hearing, a police accident report, and then report of the motor vehicle accident, 1 page. Okay, the respondent, James Kavarnos, appeared and testified. Mr. Kavarnos stated that on December 13th. Okay, and it goes through the whole story here. Most important thing here, upon review of the testimony and evidence, I find that the respondent did not fail to exercise due care in the operation of his vehicle. Based on the testimony and evidence provided, it is my determination the respondent was unable to avoid striking the decedent, who ran across the road in front of his vehicle, possibly on purpose. Therefore, there will be no action taken against the respondent with respect to the accident that resulted in the unfortunate death of Eva Jacobs. Closed. So, let's go back to when these horrific, and that is the word I will use to describe them, they are horrific people to do this. They knew at that time that Jimmy didn't kill someone. And their story was, number one, they put innuendos that maybe I was driving the car. Maybe Ethan was driving the car. They don't talk about my kids, guys. They don't talk about my kids. But it was put out there that maybe my kid was driving the car. Maybe my son Ethan was driving the car. These people that don't talk about my children but do every moment. Maybe Carolyn was driving the car. I bet you Jimmy was texting. He's such a careless driver. They should take his license. The stuff that was said in that stream, and Ivy Lynn and Heather shaking mad. This is with the stream they said that I was more evil than Charles Manson. This was the stream that Wendy V made a video about because it was so horrific what they did. This was the video that another creator, that there's no love lost between me and her, came out and said, what the heck is wrong with you? Why would you do this? Why would you bring this out here? And said she wouldn't have gone public with it. Why should Carolyn go public with it? And why are you on her case because she went live? When she said before this, she's going through a very difficult time. We were coming into Christmas. My grief was the way grief is right around the holidays. And I said I was struggling. Why do you want to take her away from her community that she needs to rally around her? You don't know what's going on in my personal life. See, they always think they know what's going on in my life. And if I don't put my kids or whatever I'm doing out, then I'm not doing it according to them, okay? If I go to New York City and I post some things, then they say, why didn't she do this? Well, I did other things. I didn't record everything I did. If you saw the hours that I was in and the amount of video that I released, obviously I was doing a lot of other stuff. I mean, it's so crazy. If I don't put my kids on camera, then I didn't apparently spend time with my kids, okay? If I put my kids on camera, then that's terrible. They are just miserable, absolutely miserable people. So they thought, oh my gosh, Jimmy killed someone. That is what they said, that Jimmy killed someone. It was going up. Somebody walked in there, said, I think you guys, I just read the article. Okay, that article was out. I read the article. It looks like the young woman darted into traffic. She may have been trying to end her life. Oh no. Oh no. They're not going to take that. They don't want to take that. We want to perpetuate this. So they took a tragedy and then wanted to pretend that they cared for Eva Jacobs. Ivy Lynn, hang it up. You don't care about Eva Jacobs. Heather, you don't give a darn about Eva Jacobs. You care about me, and me only. Okay? You want to stick it to me, and you'll do it at any means, at any cost. You didn't know Eva Jacobs. You knew nothing about her. You disregarded all of the evidence, and you brought her name to YouTube. You brought everything to YouTube. Played that horrendous song. They played that song, When One of Us Is Dead, We've Got a Secret. They made a mockery. They made a mockery of Eva Jacobs. They made a mockery of her life and of her death. All to get to me. All to have people hate me. And do you know what? Do you know how dangerous that was? Because they said Jimmy killed someone because he was driving distracted. That put my entire family at risk because one of these unstable people, and that video that they made, I think it was 3 or 4 hours long, it might have even been 5 hours long, where they repeated incessantly that Jimmy killed someone. And they hope that her family sues us, and they hope that he goes to jail, and they hope that we lose everything. All it would take is one of those unhinged people to blow my kids away because they think that Jimmy killed someone and they're trying to hurt us. That's all it would take. They put our entire lives in jeopardy. Under the guise that they cared about Eva Jacobs and that Jimmy killed her. And since that time, there are people still saying Jimmy killed her. And the Boston woman who said she wasn't going to talk about this because her own partner had something happen when I think she was a child or an adult. There was some kind of accident like this and acted like she had empathy for this and would never mention it. Well, a few weeks ago said Jimmy's victim that he killed. So that went by the wayside. And let me tell you something. Deborah Van Couverdin passed away literally days after this. And then I was going to a vintage store in the town. And the woman that, it's from the church, and the woman that runs it used to work at the school. She knows my family very well. I was with Jimmy. I said, do you want to go to that store with me? When we walked in there, this woman that worked at the school hugged my husband. Everyone in town knew that Jimmy was not responsible for what happened. And this woman knew, and other people knew, that she had tried this before, that earlier that day. I wish somebody could have intervened, okay? Got her some help before that she ultimately was successful with what she tried to do. But that woman hugged my husband, and then in comes a woman, and she says, I know their family, and they want to talk to you. And I think it'll make you feel better, because they know. Okay? So all the while, I can't say any of this. All the while that they're walking out there and throwing out Eva Jacobs' name, throwing it out, completely misleading everybody about this accident. They don't even know our involvement with the family and with the people that knew the family and the people that hugged Jimmy. And we went to a school, it was Color Wars, and the nurses in the area that were there came and hugged him and said they were thinking about him, because this kind of stuff is tragic. It's tragic. It changes you. Okay? Causes post-traumatic stress disorder. Causes post-traumatic stress disorder. Some people can't even drive anymore. Some people can't even drive anymore. And if all this stuff isn't bad enough for the family, for the victims, you have people like Heather and Ivy Lynn and everybody that was in that chat spouting off their mouth, saying the most horrible things when they didn't have any of the facts, and the only reason they did it is their hate for me. You've got to be an evil person to do what they did. You will never convince me that they are not evil to the core to do what they did. Okay? Because any person with empathy, any person with a heart, any person with a shred of decency would not drag a family through that. Eva's family. Put that out there. Because they know why they did what they did. They hate me. They hate Jimmy. We know that. That's what they do. They hate. That's what they live for. The hate. It's what drives them every day, is their hate. But a normal person would say, oh, I can't do that. You know, just like people that fake cancer and stuff. They say, oh my gosh, I can't do that to somebody. That's not good. I don't want to bring that on, out there. But no, they all got together. Not only did they all get together, they sat there for hours. They picked out that horrendous song. And they just felt so good. They felt so good. Ivy Lynn was shaking because her hate is so out of control, along with Heather. Somebody said, if people don't like each other, why can't they move on? Why can't these people move on? It's because they have an obsession. Their obsession is sick, and it's taken over their entire lives. So that's the first thing I want to clear up. And I'm going to ask you if there's any questions. Go ahead and put them in now. I'll answer the questions about this. It's a closed case now, and it's a horrendous case. Good night, Sandy. Hi, Frilly Farmhouse. Wild people. They are deranged, says Nora. If this accident had happened to any of them, they would have rallied around them. But because it's Carolyn, they use it as an attack, which is so morally wrong. Yes, and can you imagine, Lisa Hobbs, if something like that happened to them and someone did what they did to them? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. It's not just the accident. It's every minute of every live. They are making videos, mocking, talking the most vile things about Carolyn. It makes me so damn mad, says Frilly Farmhouse. Oliver says, how could he know that someone was going to do that? No one does that on purpose. Accidents are sometimes just that. It's horrible. None of their damn business. Sandy says, I'm going to bed. This is too sad for me. Oh, yeah, I know Sandy. Sandy was one of the people that knew when this happened. And to see this, like, just disregard, horrendous. I don't know if that's me or a different Debbie. Oh, that's Scooter saying something. That's what I'm thinking. Wouldn't ever be able to drive again. Can't imagine. Praying for Jimmy. Sandy, they won't be standing before God for long. What has Sandy said? Frilly says, it doesn't matter how many times you repeat those vile channels, you report those vile channels, YouTube does nothing. Sandy says, it's sad that people do this to one another. I think it's sad. I think it's disgusting and definitely a big sin. One day we will all stand before God. Nora says, I feel so bad for Jimmy. Scooter, they are sick, 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 Ruff says. White Angel says, shame on whomever took this tragic accident and speculated inaccurately on an incident that was no business of theirs. Shame on you, haters. It's constant stalking, Frilly Farmhouse said. Let's see here. Alyssa said they're a group of phony C words. Ruff says no matter what Carolyn does, it's always the wrong thing to these people. Damned if you do and damned if you don't. Right. NC stood up. Yeah, and I wrote NC a letter. I did. I thanked her for what she did. Whether her motive was pure or her motive was something else. At that point, I was beside myself. And she stood up to what they did. And I wrote her an email and thanked her. I did. Let's see. This woman was obviously determined to end her life the way she succeeded, unfortunately for Jimmy, who lives with that nightmare forever. Yep. Yep. Okay, but do you think it ends there? It doesn't end there, right? It doesn't end there. As Frilly said, they say all these things that are not true. I've never bought a subscriber in my life. Anybody that knows me knows how determined and competitive I am. I could never take the easy way. Never. Ask anybody that truly knows me. I don't do crap like that. Because number one, what it says to yourself is, I can't do this on my own merits. I can't create content that people want to hear. I can't create a channel that people genuinely want to subscribe to. I can't do it. I'm going to go buy subscribers. No, never going to be me. Never, ever, ever. Okay? Never. Let me see a shred of proof that I have done that, and you will never find it. If I was buying subs, you would be seeing it. You think they would be coming in 2s, 3s, 10? You think, come on. But I can tell you who did buy subs. Florida Gray Lady. The lady that accuses me of having a dying channel. A dying channel? My channel has consistently grown. My channel has consistently grown. Yes, it has. Throughout all of your crap, throughout all of it, my subscribers have grown. They have not dipped down. I haven't lost thousands of subscribers. No. They may have slowed their growth, but my channel has consistently grown. And these people, because they're trying every which way, and they want to convince themselves that the channel's not growing, that the only reason the subs are coming is because we're buying them, when that's not true, they can't handle it. But the absolute hypocrisy is that Florida Gray Lady had 474 subs yesterday, and within an hour she had 674 subs. And she didn't realize that there are apps that will show how that happens in a minute's time. Okay? And there's, well, let's bring us up. So what you said, Florida, is you accuse me of buying subscribers? Honey, I have never bought one subscriber, and you know what? You don't have any self-confidence, and you don't have any faith in your abilities, because if you did, you wouldn't have bought subscribers. And that's what it is. You are the people that have no self-esteem. You can't create your own talent, your content. Why? All you do is talk about me. That's all you do. That's not content. Come on. Okay. Her views are down 27.5%. Her subscribers are down over the last 30 days, right? Isn't that funny? Do you see the pattern here? Look at the pattern on all of this. This is the monthly gain subscribers, okay? Let's take a look. Month of August, she gained 18 subscribers. Month of September, she gained 14 subscribers. Look at the views. This was a video about me. This is not organic. This is not organic. There was nothing to bring them there. Here's a day she had more views than that, and she gained none. She actually lost 3. 201. Okay? She bought subscribers. But she rants that I'm buying them. Everything they say I'm doing, they're doing. Everything they say that I'm doing is what they're doing. She has very low self-confidence, and she obviously wants to monetize her channel. And she doesn't want to bother working for it. All these people that talk about other people making money on YouTube, they're dying to do it themselves. That's where their jealousy is. So she couldn't even try to build a channel. She bought them. She bought them. She bought them. So, that's another thing to clear up. Now it's on to the third thing that's even more gross. Florida and Irene put out a warning to me. They put out a warning to me that I have something in my past to worry about. And why do I cover court cases with kids? They lie to their subscribers, okay? And their subscribers are only people that have turned against us. There's no organic people coming in there. There's no new people coming in there. There's no new names going in there. But here's the thing. How many trials was I covering? Was I only covering Leilani Simon? Those of you that watch me, was I only covering Leilani Simon's trial? Those of you that watch me, have been watching me, am I only covering Leilani Simon's trial? Scooter says no. No. Are you sure, Bucky Ann? Bruce Willis and Michael J. Fox passed away today. Are you sure? So, here's what they do. They bring out outrageous lies, and they have a lot of people that repeat them. Nobody asks for proof. Just like they said, my mother, because she went to college, had to be a narcissist that jetted off to work in the morning. All this stuff that they say about my childhood that could not be more false, they repeat over and over and over again as if it's fact. It's what they do. Well, they are insinuating that I only cover cases with children and that I've got stuff in my background. You know what we're talking about, right? You know what, right? The same thing that Scooter and I got accused of why we were playing with dolls on the show because we were trying to traffic something. Yep. And then we get the comments, I'm just like Diddy. How am I just like P. Diddy? Can you tell me that? And why does that get told over and over? She's just like Diddy. She does the same thing Diddy did. Really? Go for it. Let's see your proof. What I'm doing. Go ahead. You said it's in my background? You said it's in my background? I have no criminal record. Go. You're making these big, broad allegations? Bring it. Bring your proof. Bring it, because I'm not afraid of you, Florida, and I'm not afraid of you, Irene. And you know what? Maybe you missed it, but calling or insinuating that somebody is a pedophile is actionable. Do you know that's one of the things that's actionable? That's not considered an opinion. Saying that about someone is actionable. And do you know what that means? You can be sued for it. That is true defamation. So let's see your proof. No, Irene. Irene says I better hope and pray that somebody doesn't bust this wide open. Go ahead, Irene. Bring out your proof, Irene, in Florida. Because you said there's proof. Bring it out. I'm not scared of either one of you. That I just better hope that my luck might be running out, Irene said. And you're damn right. When someone tells me you're accusing me of being a pedophile, you're damn right I'm going to download that video. You're damn right. And it's more than that. I'm accused of being a dirty deleter. I don't delete my stuff, Florida. I don't. You do. You do. You say you allow other opinions? You say you allow other points of view? You lie. You lie. You're a liar, Florida, and you're a liar, Irene. Don't you think there are screenshots of the stuff you deleted? Don't you think there are? Don't you think the things that you alleged and you said that I better be very careful because who? Who? Did you guys hear what they said? Who heard what they said? All the crap that they say. All the crap that they lie about. No, 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 no. You're not saying that about me because that's not true. And I'm not scared, Irene. So bring forth those files that you said you have. Bring them forth. Bring them forth. Bring forth the files that say that about me. Florida, you're telling them about why do I only cover kids' cases and connect the dots? Where is Florida? You want a link, Florida? Come on, get a link and bring your proof up here. You heard some of it, Red Raven? And yes, they were insinuating that about you and threatening you, in my opinion, yeah. You heard the invite to bring forward the files. Yeah, bring them forward. I'm not scared, Irene. You said I better keep, just keep it shut and better pray and hope this stuff doesn't come out. I'm not scared, Irene. I'm not scared. I have no criminal record, honey. I have no criminal record, and I'm not a pedophile. The video they made doing that TikTok, making a flying and eating it. She won't take a link. She's a coward. People are usually talking about themselves. Oh, yeah. Yeah, we know what they are when they're talking about buying subs. She said she's going to watch me every day. They watch me every day, and they're going to bring all of my stuff over there to talk about. No, we want to talk about what you said. We want to talk about what you said. We want to talk about why you still allow people to say Jimmy killed someone. We want to know why you are in there saying the things you said. Hi, Murder of Crows. But Rough and Ready, no, it's Carolyn's. Don't you know? It's who is obsessed with their every move. Yeah, I'm obsessed with their every move. That's why they can't stop watching me. You changed your avatar. Oh, okay. Murder of Crows, gotcha. Where's the proof, Irene, in Florida? Where's the proof, Irene, in Florida? And what's the tick-tock? Tickety-tock, tickety-tock. Tickety-tock for what? What's the tickety-tock? What's the tickety-tock on? You coming out with these files? Tickety-tock on the lawsuit? I'm not scared of the lawsuit either. And I'm wondering why this precedent-setting lawsuit isn't being spoken about anymore. I'm wondering what happened. So where's the tick-tock, tick-tock? I want to ask you guys, if you had a precedent-setting lawsuit, and you were going to change everyone and help everyone with that precedent-setting lawsuit, right? What would you be doing? Oh, I'll stand my ground, video reel, because Number one, that whole thing that they did to Jimmy, and then that could have gotten our whole family killed. That could have gotten my kids killed at the bus stop. That all it takes is one unhinged person. What they did is so horrible. Heather, Ivy Lynn, and every single person that endorsed that is horrendous. And they'll have to live with that. They'll have to live with that. They don't think that they ever have to answer for anything, you know? Florida, why are you deleting stuff? I thought you don't delete anything. Didn't she say that? Anybody can come here. Anybody can have a difference of opinion. You see what I mean? It's all of these people that say this crap. Carolyn's a dictator. Carolyn doesn't let anybody in there with a different opinion. Carolyn doesn't do this. No, they're not talking about me. They're talking about themselves. So I'm not scared, Irene. Not scared, Florida. Bring your proof. Bring your proof of my criminal activities with children. Because there are none. Oh, I knew that. Okay, Bucky Ann. Good. I'm glad. I didn't think they both died. Good. Michael J. Fox and Bruce Willis are very much alive. Yeah, that stuff is hoax, Bucky Ann. I was hoping that's what it was. So, let's see. Those are the major things that I want to clear up. And it's okay, right? Real life. They're in there saying that they're contacting my sponsors, and we know they've already done it because Heather held to the no. I already have the screenshots of her Twitter contacting ColourPop, saying I was in the middle of a defamation case. I'm a homophobe. Her people and her. Nana Patty tweeted that stuff too. I've shown this to you guys in other videos. You guys have seen those tweets, right? Have you seen those tweets I've shown you in other videos? They're still up there because I don't delete. Well, they were in these videos, and they were saying, oh, don't worry, we're contacting her coffee sponsor, we're contacting this sponsor, and then they say, why do I say that I can't give my interview guests names ahead of time because I have stalkers and harassers? Why do I say that when I go to a resort or a Airbnb or a vacation, I have to notify the police in the town and I have to notify everyone about these people? And they act like I'm nuts doing that, and that, oh, they don't do that kind of stuff, when it's right there they do that kind of stuff. But don't you think, before I put out my sponsor, that I've already told them about you? Do you not know that? So go catch your tail and go contact the sponsors. It only shows you go real life, and it only shows that I'm right. And when the sponsors send me your communications, there's my proof. And did you know that's actionable? There's very few things that are actionable with defamation. But when somebody goes after someone's business and they can go and get the tweets or the emails that are sent or the messages, do you understand that's actionable? Do you understand calling somebody the P word is actionable? We've had to contact the police. Yes, Heather put out the address of where we were staying, trying to make something happen to us. And when it was Kathy from Texas that said, I don't think this is right that you're doing this. You're putting a bunch of people in harm's way. And you know what Held to the No or Moo Bitey Cat answered them? Oh, but we are, because she's hurt. They justified it, and Kathy from Texas and all the other people just bought it. And that's okay. That's okay in their book. It's okay to go real life. It's okay to put other people in danger because you don't like someone, because you can't move on, because you're obsessed with someone. They posted the whole address, Lisa, and when somebody told them, someone that was reading it told them that's not cool, they had a comeback. Yep. Pictures of our cars were posted. Yep. Everyone's license plates. Yep. Yep, that's why we do what we do. That's why when they tried to destroy the water park trip, they were very upset that they didn't destroy that trip, right? They wanted something to happen right then and there. They called the water park. They emailed the water park and said they were in there and made a whole lie. And that's not real life, right? That is 100% real life. But they don't think they'll ever have to answer for that. Never. Could it be that they're not really that Christian? Could it be that maybe they worship something else? You really needed to hear it, Maria? It's not a good story. Nobody should have even been in that business. That should have never been brought to YouTube. But because of these people, because of them, it was brought to YouTube. Yep. And they're not going to change because they're 60, 70, 58, 59 years old. and doing that. If their community is so great, why can't they exist without Carolyn being all their content? Exactly, Lisa Hobbs. They'll say that our channel is boring. Our channel's a snooze fest. They're the ones that brought the, whatever, they built their heads up so big, but their actions show them for the liars they are. Because if that was true, if they were the fun people, if they were the ones that everyone wanted to be around, they wouldn't spend the last 4 years talking about me. They would have so much other fun stuff. They would have so much other fun stuff. They don't even have any self-awareness to know that it just shows what they're doing, right? That they're liars. Zero self-awareness. Zero. I think you might be right, Rife and Ready. There's something there. They can't move on. They cannot move on. You don't sit there and discuss ad nauseum every single live stream. They talk about me. Every single live stream. Did you see what she did? Did you see she went to New York City? Did you see she did this? Did you see she did that? Did you see she got that oven? Did you see she made ribs? Did you see she made food? Did you see she went there with her kids? Did you see she went on a road trip? Did you see this? Did you see that? And you know what else? Let me tell you something. The little things they love to say, like, oh, I think Carolyn is mean to this person, or Carolyn is mean to that person. You know what? They're so mean to each other, and that's okay. They tell each other to shut up and mean it. They tell each other that I'm going to mute you and mean it. You know, there's a scene in The Godfather, okay? And Michael Corleone goes to Vegas, and he sees his brother Fredo, who's his older brother, but we all know Fredo, okay? He didn't inherit, like Michael surpassed him. But he sees Mo Green pushing Fredo around. And so Michael Corleone says something like, hey, like, what's going on? Why is he treating you like that? And Fredo says, it's okay, Mike, it's okay. Come on, it's all right. Sometimes he slaps me around a little bit, And he goes, what do you want me to do, Mike? He was screwing cocktail waitresses 2 at a time, And that's when Michael told Fredo, don't you ever take, sides against the family. Well, I heard someone on the panel, because somebody in there said Florida was being real mean to somebody, or it's just some effect. You can't know because she deletes her chat. But then Irene says, oh no, it's not that she's being mean. She's just trying to keep me in line. And really, she's very I deserve it. And I thought, oh my gosh, if I ever had Scooter or Evie or Elle anywhere, if I treated them how horrible that Florida treats people, and then had these people saying this stuff, they would say, Carolyn is terrible. She's a freaking dictator. And they said that she's doing TikTok because of that frilly, And LOL. And I say to that, good, you do all the things, Carolyn. I support you 100%. Yes, Frilly, and I support you 100%. They're nuts. They're nuts. But they love to put like things like, oh, where's Evie? Oh, Evie, come over here. Evie wouldn't go over to you guys. You don't think that everybody has your number? I mean, really? Oh, okay. That's okay, One-Eye Blind Art. Take your time. Take your time. Yeah, they all laugh when they call me a dictator because you know it, that if I was a dictator, I'm not even the host of my own Zoom, okay? And it doesn't matter to me. I don't care. I'm not on some freaking power trip because I have enough responsibility in my life. Most of the people that do that do it because they don't have responsibility in life and they've never had anything. I'll take the help I can get. I'm grateful for it. I don't need to be any dictator. That's what is so ridiculous about it. So ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. And they like to pretend they don't understand joking. Like when I was saying I was scared in New York City, it was a freaking joke. It was a joke. But they pretend it was real. And I shouldn't have been in New York City. And there's no way that she really stayed in a hotel in Manhattan. Really? So it's just ridiculous. But there are things that are not ridiculous. And calling somebody the P word, insinuating that there's files that I don't want to drop about me being a P word, bring them. Bring those files about me being a P word. Because there are none. That I'm a dirty deleter? Yeah, where? That I bought subs? Yeah, where? Where did you buy them? What did you delete? I know, they don't understand, Ruff. They don't understand that I don't broadcast my life 24/7, but I'm with my friends, okay? And yeah, we were buying bags in New York City on Zoom, and they saw my hotel room on Zoom. Not YouTube, Zoom. It's a lot, right, Kevin, when it goes on day in and day out. It's like anytime you hear, oh, wait, they're doing another video, there's no expectation that it's going to be about anything other than me. And Jimmy goes, look, you're famous. Look, you're famous. They can't stop talking about you. Look, you're famous. Okay, but there's some things like the P word, and there's some things that put my family in danger, like our address is being given out, like giving false information about that accident, that I don't stand by. Contacting sponsors? No. Yeah, Pokeroo. Oh, yeah, they try to push me to say stuff. They say they don't talk about my kids. They talk about my kids all the time. All the time. Oh, they love to talk about the wristbands. They love to talk about my son Ray and lie about my son Ray and talk about honoring his memory. Get off. of your fake soapboxes because you never even knew my son. You don't know the first thing about him. Because if you did, you would know how close we were and how I honor his memory every single day of my life. And these bracelets do honor his memory. Yes, they do. Yes, they do. Because Manager of Three Monsters was so nice to get them that money after a legal fund, and we're done with our legal fund, we've got plenty of bracelets to sell to start the foundation for him. But my son would 100% want me to take care of the crap that's going on. And he'd be 100% there to support me, and that's why you don't know my son at all. So keep his name out of your dirty mouths. And stop making somebody like Manager of Three Monsters who did a beautiful thing, stop trying to dirty it because of your mouths. They got no life and can't seem to make any content, Oliver, yeah. There's lots of creators that actually sell those with their causes. Yeah, I know, Oliver. Creators will need to face consequences soon. I know of some suits. Oh, I know. I know. There's suits going on. This is the Wild West, but the Wild West is going to be tamed. The Wild West is going to be tamed. And you're not going to be able to do these things that they're doing. Going out and actually saying that there are files. And that was a form of extortion and blackmail. To say, oh, you better not, you better just hope this doesn't come out. You better go. Your luck's going to run out. Your luck's going to run out. I told you, I'm not scared of you, Florida, and I'm not scared of you, Irene. You don't have anything on me about criminal history or P-files. But you said you have, and I better be worried. I'm not worried, but you better be worried and show me these files that you said you have. Just smile. They're here, little lady. Oh, they're watching. They'll dissect this. They live for this. This is their whole life. This is their whole life. While they try to purport that they have, oh, such a great community and we really care about each other. Yeah, no, you don't. Your whole community is built on hate. It's a foundation of hate. There's no new people. There's nothing organic about it. It's all people that hate. That's the thing you have in common. You all hate the same person. But most of you hate each other. And nothing built on hate, it will survive. Video on J-Bells. Is on our channel. Yeah, J-Bells. I have everything on J-Bells. It's all over here. J-Bells is a real person. J-Bells is an imposter. But she is a flesh and blood person. Actually, Snow Remover says, I saw something the other day about how Google, Twitter, and others are going to have to start taking responsibility. Some kid on the... Yes, I saw that. A 14-year-old unalived themselves after talking to an AI chatbot that he thought was real. Yes. Hate will sink you. Yes, paint it black. No, Canadian Nana, she's not on YouTube. Speaking about the water park, did you or did you not complain about getting an upgraded room and get an upgraded room at the water park? Please tell me, because they sat there and said that you complained just to get an upgrade. No, they gave us a cabana at the water park. What about the room? We had the same room. What are you talking about? They saying that? Oh my gosh. Yeah, I heard there was going to be an update about that, Scooter, but that never came to fruition, did it? Cute kitty kitty. Hi, cute kitty kitty. Oh, but Sassy, they really don't know about my vacation. They know lies about my vacation, just like they lied about showers. They lied about so much stuff because it's fun to make people hate someone by saying horrible things about them, right? And they just keep repeating them, and they just think like, if Scooter, Ruff, and I, and a bunch of said, well, let's just get together and just keep repeating the same lies. We could do that too, but we're not people like that. We don't do that crap, but that's what they do because they're insecure. Doxing. Let's see them take a vacation together. Let's see them go away for 2 weeks together. Yes, Ash, that's correct. I wouldn't say she was a rambler. I believe she targeted me from the beginning. She targeted me right after my son passed, and she seemed to be in it completely for herself, talked over everybody, tried to get inroads with people, tried to get people's information. I know for a fact she was connecting with people behind the scenes because there were people that sent me their stuff and said, why is she doing this? She doesn't think people were on to her. And plus, we saw all the Discord messages that she was doing, all the lies. She was contacting my PayPal. She was contacting my Patreon. We have all the screenshots. They've already been shown. Go in my videos. Everybody's seen them. No, I don't know. Snow Remover, you're giving them too much power. You're giving them too much power, Snow Remover. We've consistently grown. And we consistently will. Good trumps hate. You're giving them too much power. Hate doesn't have that much power. Don't give it to them. Don't give hate power like that. I'm sure if somebody brought up some random membership right now, some of them are in this room right now. Yeah, all right. And thank you, is that Lisa Hobbs. And you're a member for way more than 19 months, but you had to start your membership over again because of that thing I know. Proud to be part of this family. We're proud to have you. Mind-boggling. I don't understand. I agree with you. She always talked over everyone. People are so sorry. I hate all these years later that you're dealing with this. Yeah, she always, even on her, even with their her so-called friends, which they really are. They're not friends. They don't even like each other. That's the funny thing. They're just bonded by hate. But she still does the same things. But she constantly talked under her breath, made horrible comments, constantly. Hey, Voice of Silence. Hey, no subscribers. Oh, wow, Cashmere. Oh, my goodness, Darren Flowers. Spanky Ham. All naughty, naughty people. Why are you watching? Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. Flattered, Jimmy, that they make all these alts up. Flattered that they come here and listen and hang on my every word. They hang on my every word. It's hard to comprehend. You would think they would eventually get bored, but they don't. They have nothing else. It's really sad, isn't it? Really sad. I'm just getting all the URLs for these. Interesting. The other one, this one. All right, I'm gonna, let me see, open up the Zoom. If anybody wants to come on and talk about anything, you're welcome to come on up. I have to start a new Zoom because we need a new Zoom anyway. Okay. Okay, where's the, here we go. New Zoom review. Coming straight for you. There we go. All right. Hey there. Thank you, Pukaru. Thank you. Love you, Scooter and Carolyn. Thank you. Love you too, Pukaru. Be the first one to reply. Oh, I can reply. Look at that. Oh, and I knew there was one more thing to clear up. Florida says that she knows my husband turned a blind eye to abuse at the school he worked at. And she knows it for a fact. Bring it, Florida. Bring your evidence. Because my husband never turned a blind eye. Okay? So you're talking about something you know nothing about. And this is another thing that you've latched on to something to try to hurt me. Again, some pretty strong allegations to be making that you know for a fact that you know for a fact? Knows for a fact. Hi, Sandra. Hey, video. Laced with Lacey. Hey, Pokeroo, you got a membership from Video Reel. Thank you, Ruff, for the memberships you gifted. Thank you, Video Reel, for the memberships that you gifted. SMK Flashes. Jean P got a membership. Mel Raz. Wonderful. Yeah, still yammering on and still teaming up with somebody that went to the school when Jimmy didn't even teach there and using that for their clout. Jimmy's involved in something else, which I'm not at liberty to say, but again, just like this report, I'll unveil it in due time. In due time, my pretty. In due time, my pretty. Okay. Debbie D, thank you for gifting 5 memberships. Hi, Chick Tracy. CCF. Wake up. Wake up before you go. Laura Lou, Sunflower. Oh boy. Hi, Native Libra. How are you? Hi, Mystery. Welcome. How'd you hear about us? What community you're coming from? Welcome. Hey there. Yes, and let me tell you, no one turns a blind eye to abuse. The schools don't let staff know about it. You're browsing. You're from the true crime and drama community area. Oh, yeah. So I think tomorrow I'm going to go over Delphi and then close around the other trials. Ethan and I had a beautiful college visit. We had a really nice time last night. We sang in the car on the way up. Ethan has a good voice. He does, and he knows like all these. It's funny. It was nice to spend time together, just him and I. And he liked the college we were at. We have another visit coming up, but we had a great time. You found my channel after I did my first Watts video. It's horrific. They're so jelly. Yeah, they are. Yeah, it is. It's sad. It's sad, but I mean, that they have no self-awareness. And one of them even has a name. It's like Self-Awareness One or something. And she has the least self-awareness of anybody I've ever seen. And apparently works in some kind of a social work kind of field, and that just like shows you like a lot of the people that go into that kind of stuff, they're going into it to find out what's wrong with them, because to have a name like that, you have self-awareness, and to say the things you say and act the way you act, oh my gosh, Oh my gosh. I'm a fun start. Carolyn, new big channels I frequent. I'm quite selective. Hey, oh, thanks, Pokeroo. I know, Tina. We had a good time, though. We had a lot of fun. We had a lot of fun. Mm-hmm. We had a lot of fun. Where has the time gone? I know, Lisa Hobbs. It's crazy. Absolutely crazy. What is that? I'll paint it black. Your internet flipped off? But, so, what else? Anything else that I want to address? Oh, here's Scooter. Oh, and I will address something else. Don't tell me what I'm going to talk about. Not you guys. Don't ever tell me what I'm going to talk about and what I'm not going to talk about. Because let me tell you something. I don't know who you think you are, but I don't have to check with you on what I feel like covering or not covering. So don't flatter yourself that I would ever not cover something if I feel like covering it because you've told me not to, or vice versa. Just leave me alone. I'm not going to listen to you.
Who's that?
Oh, they always say stuff like that I better not mention this or I better not cover that.
Oh.
Yeah. I better not talk about this. I better not talk about the school. I better not talk about this. I'll talk about whatever the hell I want to. Who the hell do they think they are? Really, like I'm going to be like, oh gosh, I wanted to do that, but those people over there said I can't. They don't know me at all. Tell me what I can't do and I'll show you how to do it. You don't know me at all. They claim they know me. They know nothing about me. If you think I would ever buy a subscriber, you don't know anything about me. Tell them how competitive I am, okay? I'll walk back like in a race just to make sure that I walk the distance. Oh my gosh, I'll put that back. You don't know me.
It's crazy.
I don't take shortcuts.
I can't believe. Why would she buy 200 subscribers? Why?
Because Kevin said that he thinks they're getting monetized now at 500 and she wasn't moving, I guess. And I guess she has no self-confidence in her own abilities. And I guess getting monetized, even though they say, oh, it doesn't mean anything to them, is something really important to them. Because every one of them that's not monetized always says, oh, I don't monetize that. And then you find out they're dying to be monetized. Dying to the point that they'll buy subs. Unbelievable.
It costs you money to buy it, doesn't it? They're not free.
Yeah, no, they're not free. But it's also illegal. You can also get your channel terminated. And
that's what, yeah.
Yeah. And YouTube will catch on to it. You're not going to hide that. Especially you're not going to hide when you have like no subs coming in and then 200 and there's no reason for that growth. Yeah, no.
Yeah. I'm surprised that family Force hasn't gotten taken down. Remember, he has like over 200,000 now.
But everybody knows it's fake. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. How has he not been terminated yet?
It just happens. It just happens, yeah.
Thanks, video. Oh gosh, I've lost so many, you know.
Yeah, but it's like, yeah, I mean.
Since that big breakup here, you know, I've lost a lot, but I didn't rush out and buy any. I haven't bought any.
5 subs and so many hours is what you need to get too broke to even think of buying. It's not a matter. I'm too competitive. I have to do it myself.
Carolyn, are you going to address the DR stuff?
Well, I
Do
did.
not.
I mean, it was deleted. There was stuff that was deleted. People know. Everybody know.
Okay.
They know. And they said it. They said his name. It's in the video.
Mm-hmm.
So they were saying that Duty Ron was against you or something? I never really understood that though. I
Yeah.
saw the deleted comment.
Connect the dots that there's an investigation, or it's been investigated, blah, 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 like crap, you know? And,
I'll say investigating you.
and that I better hope that he remains a man of honor.
Oh my gosh, come on.
And doing that when the poor man is going through a health crisis, which...
And I didn't even know.
Oh, and they said I turned on him. I turned on him. That's why, yeah. That's why I was able to DM him, right? And tell him that I'm praying for him. See, they lie about everything. They lie about everything.
In that comment, he says,
I've never turned on him. There's never been anything there that I've turned on him. It's just lies.
yeah, and in the comment,
And
he
you
says,
do that.
"Your
You
business."
do that when somebody's going through a health crisis. They don't care. You don't care. Because why would you do that crap?
Yeah.
Lie about somebody.
Did he say what kind of cancer he has? I didn't even know he had cancer.
I think isn't it, what is it, Debbie? Isn't it
It's lymphoma, and he went to have a PET scan the other day to determine what kind of lymphoma, either just regular lymphoma or Hodgkin's or leukemia.
Mm-hmm.
He has to wait till he gets those results back to know which one it is.
Yeah. Okay.
They're saying lymphoma.
Mm-hmm. But it is lymphoma.
Okay. My goodness, and have to bring him into
Well,
something.
let's just hope they got it
Uh-huh.
early for him and he makes a full recovery. Prayers for that.
Right. Yeah, say
agree.
prayers for him.
Mm-hmm.
How ridiculous. I'd be so ashamed.
It just shows you how low some people will go to pull somebody else in that ain't even a part of anything and going through something that he's going through. That's just my opinion.
Well, yeah, of course.
Ridiculous. Especially because they knew, too. Like they were saying, somebody told them, and then they still went ahead and then after finding out, then addressed that, they brought him into drama.
And they already knew he had cancer.
Yeah, that's when they
Yeah.
started talking about it, and it's like, who does that? What kind of people do that?
He had the needle aspiration done
Oh my gosh.
because there's a lump in his jaw.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And he went to the dentist and he thought that it was an infected saliva gland.
Right.
And the dentist told him no, that his saliva gland was clear. So he sent him to an ENT. So when he went to the ENT, they did a needle biopsy then.
Yeah, then my son had that too. That's exactly,
And
he
that's-
kept getting something, and then it would go, they'd given something, they thought, they did a CAT scan, and they said cancer doesn't look like that. And then the one ENT didn't want to take it out because she thought you could cut the facial nerves.
Mm-hmm.
And when they finally went in and took it out, it was a very complicated surgery because it's so near the salivary glands, and they have to take it, really easy. But then she said it looked okay, like, and the needle biopsy on my son was it was inconclusive, like it didn't show anything really. So they were shocked when they came back that he had Hodgkin's lymphoma.
Right. Well, that was how they found out his lymphoma, but they didn't know which kind.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, why don't you come on over, ladies, and have a little chat.
Oliver, what's not true? He said to say hi to you from him a week or so. Go,
What?
yeah, I texted with him and I told him that, praying for him.
So you're gonna start looking at Delphi, you said?
Yeah, well, no, I've been covering it, but you can only cover it with the updates. But because I was out of town, I didn't get to do it on Friday or Saturday, so I'm going to do it tomorrow.
It's two kids, two young girls, Carolyn. Two young teens now.
Oh my
But
gosh!
these are teenagers. They're not little.
Oh my gosh!
Well, they're still young teenagers. And I might go to the courthouse there.
We need somebody.
You should have gone. I can't believe you haven't gone. How far are you from there? You're not even far, are you?
I go down to the cottage. It's not far from there, really.
Why wouldn't you go? You should
Go
go.
into Monticello, which is 12 miles.
And then
from the
you're
cottage.
so starstruck with people. You'd meet like the other people that are there.
Like, I don't care about those other YouTubers. There's nobody. Well, I think that one profiler I like is there, though. I think she's that one that's my age. I think she's there, but I'm not sure. Every night when she comes on, she never says she's there, but I've noticed her hair is dyed blonde now, and she's like always has like a nice outfit on and makeup. But I don't know if she's really there. She's the only one I would really like to see. And I've even been thinking of like baking stuff and like, taking it there or something.
Mm-hmm.
But that would be weird, wouldn't it? And
To bake stuff for the people at the courthouse.
Yeah, when they're like standing in line, would that be weird?
I don't know. I mean, maybe.
True.
I know. I probably would buy something because they might think it's a weird, like you could be poisoning them. I don't know. Maybe bring like an Entenmann's.
Yeah.
Something made like or Dunkin' Donuts or something.
Yeah. That's true. Yeah. They don't have Dunkin' there though.
Really?
Yeah, they don't. They have real good donuts at the Kroger there though. They might have a good donut place in Delphi or something.
Yeah, but you should go, especially for the verdict and stuff.
Carolyn, there's only 22 spots
Really?
in the, yes, and you have to get there in the middle of the night and start lining up to get in.
But don't they give you like an overflow room or something where you can be at least right there?
Oh, mm-mm. Nope, and you can't take anything in with you.
Oh, I know. Somebody got thrown out or something, I think, or something happened.
Not in Delphi, I don't
Thought it
think.
was. I thought somebody got yelled at in Delphi. I don't know. Maybe not.
And once you get in there, if you have to leave for any reason, you're not allowed back in. You're only allowed to leave at lunch. And then you have to get right back in there or else you've lost your seat. Yeah, they start lining up there, I guess, something like sometimes 1 a.m. in the morning,
Mm-hmm.
1, 2 o'clock in the morning.
Wow.
Yeah, I think they said 22 spots.
You should go though.
No recording is allowed, no phones allowed.
Alyssa said, wear a diaper. Well, they have to let you go to the bathroom, right? They can't tell you can't come back in if you use the restroom.
I don't think you're allowed to.
Yeah, prayers for
I
Judy
don't
Ron, yeah.
Allowed.
Yeah.
You can. Mm-mm. They're really super strict.
Do you all really think he's guilty, Philly says?
I did.
It's so weird, though, The whole thing is so weird.
It is.
And they weren't SA'd, right? They weren't SA'd.
They're really super strict.
No. That's not me.
No, it's Debbie.
Do you all really think he's guilty? Really?
I do.
It's
good
Bink.
morning to
Where were you? It's Bink.
Effie.
Heavy. Why does she keep the name It's Bink?
Hi, CCF.
Debbie D, thank you for the gifted membership from CCF.
Don't kiss them, Scooter. I wasn't planning on it.
Don't kiss who?
Oh, any YouTubers?
Oh, the people. Oh, the people there. You have an Amish donut truck that comes once a week to your farmer's market. They're huge. Hi,
White
Duping
Angel
Delight.
wanting Carolyn, did you see any of White Angel's comments?
Yeah.
Okay. So you saw what she was writing. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, they'll find. Didn't they find hair? And yes, they found a hair, and it wasn't his. But then, what was that? They couldn't.
It's from the clothes that she had borrowed from Libby's sister. From Libby or Libby's sister, whatever. Because they changed clothes. You know, they borrowed clothes from each other. And it was kind of wrapped around one of her fingers, like putting the sweatshirt on or whatever she was wearing. Yeah, female hair. Yeah, familiar. Yep. Ooh, that doesn't sound fun, Duping Delight.
What?
She's been up since 7. Has a cold.
I've been up since 7, and I didn't sleep very much last night because I don't sleep very well in hotels, and then I'm up at the crack of dawn.
Well, when aren't you ever up there?
And then
Oh.
Ethan's like, "Don't make a lot of noise when you get." I'm like, "Well, you're not going to be able to sleep in very long."
What time did you got up at 7?
Yeah, and then I was trying to be real quiet, but then I had to get up anyway. And then I'm like, okay, I'm going to go down to breakfast. Yeah. And then he came down and,
Did he?
yeah. But we had to be at the college at 9 o'clock, so it's like,
Oh, yeah. Did he, is he sleeping now?
oh yeah. He was slept in the car too on the way home. And he never used to sleep in the car when, my daughter is like that too. She'd go the whole way down to Florida and not sleep. Read.
Oh, she went too?
She was supposed to go, but then she put her ankles. She was so
Right.
upset. She called. She was like, "Oh, I'm so happy." She lives for
I
this
know
stuff.
she was wanting to go because I.
Oh my gosh, she lives for this stuff.
Yeah.
She loves
I
this.
saw a message on Facebook when I went in there the other day to
Yeah.
chat for that picture. And I saw a post from her.
I know, she lives for this stuff. She got a
Carolyn,
knee
White
scooter
Angel.
today.
Please.
You see? She got a knee scooter. A knee scooter. A knee scooter.
Yeah, that's, yeah.
Where the heck is the life? Let's see. Scooter, I didn't think she knows. I saw it.
Okay.
Yeah.
I guess she figures it's just not worth it, White Angel.
You know, I mean, she lies. You know that?
Yeah. Just not worth it, you know?
Yeah, I mean, there's some battles you can't pick. You got to pick the battles. Battles where what they did about that accident. That's one. Calling me a P-file. That's another one. Yeah.
Yeah. And as far as you streaming all these, like I said, if they watched any other channels, they would know this is a common thing.
I know
Now,
that.
people do stream to Twitch.
Oh yeah. But they don't know. That's why she had to buy subs. Because she doesn't know too much about building a channel, or she doesn't have faith in herself building a channel because she wouldn't buy subs.
Well, they only watch you. They do not know that this is what people do besides you.
I know. Hello.
Hi.
Hi. How are you?
Oh, look, I've been seeing
Oh,
you.
I'm alright. Oh, you have been?
Yeah, I've seen you on here.
I was wondering if you were up to speed with the whole sitch.
Yeah, she's Splitsville from
What?
the guy.
Rich.
Remember the guy?
Oh, yeah, I heard.
They just split up.
Yes.
So, yeah, so he's been living away at a like a weekly motel or some kind of thing
Oh,
like that because I found, well, first it started with Adderall. He said he had no idea what it was, and
oh
then
boy.
he got creepy and pervy on it.
And then he was abusing it? He wasn't just taking it. He was
Yeah, no,
abusing it.
he abused it, but it was like for just a couple of days. But you know how he is.
Yeah.
He can't do anything for longer than a couple of days without me figuring it out and becoming like that. So then, right after that, some guy at his work decided to be like all like into his muscles, and Rich had told me a long time ago when he was incarcerated, he busts himself out, so it makes it so easy for me to figure it out. You know, I'm like, I've known you for 23 years. We've gone 3 months out of that 23 years without talking on the phone. Like, I know you better than you know yourself, or you just forgot that you told me everything. So, he starts working out, and I'm like, Rich, do you remember when you told me that you would never work out unless you took steroids? So, he was taking, it's like steroids, but what was it called?
Testosterone?
Yes. But
Ah.
why did the testosterone need to be hidden in his gas cap? Because
Oh my
where he
gosh.
told me. That's where he told me that he hides something if it's illegal. So where am I gonna look? So I found that in there, and then and I'm like, what is this sleazy, clinic? How did you know that your numbers were so low, that you needed it so badly? Like, did your doctor tell you that? And
A lot of people get it. They go online and they get it.
yeah,
I think
Well,
because there's some guy named Joe Rogan. I think he talks about testosterone, but some of it, like Kevin said, some of it, if you take it, I don't know. Some people do need it. I don't know. I don't really know much about it. It kind of scares me. But
Did he
Well, what
use it
scared
like that,
me-
or-
What scared me is he didn't even know what his level was. I'm like, what's your number then? Like, what level are we at? Like, that you need it? And he's like, I don't know. And I'm like, okay, that's not good. Because,
yeah,
like, if you needed it, then maybe. I mean, I know him. Obviously, it's no good. If anything he's taking, it's no good. And plus,
right.
the
I
only
mean, if he
thing-
has an addiction, he probably is he might just be looking for that next thing, and maybe it's going to be
yeah.
hard for him to try anything. Like if they say like, oh, the little bit of this is good, then maybe a little bit of it's good. Maybe a lot of it will be better, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's what I said, 'cause I'm like, I know you, and you're gonna abuse whatever it is. Period. Let's stay away from substances. How about that? Especially since I just forgave you for the one that you just did. I'm already traumatized about that. And plus, I was with a boyfriend who took testosterone, and I went to his clinic, and I was like, why is he such all the time? And he's over sexual, and I just didn't like it. That's the one boyfriend that I would never talk to or never say hi or anything ever again. Because he was a creepy.
He's here tonight. He's called in.
Andy! Wouldn't that be crazy?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Have you been with him? Alyssa, have you been with him since you were here last time? Have you been with him this whole time?
Yeah. They
And I
just
remember you telling me, leave him.
Well, to let him get treatment and everything.
And you were so right. Because he was abusing the gabapentin and even at the treatment.
Yeah.
When he was in that cult.
Oh, and the
Yeah.
Colt. He forgot about the Colt. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh. Hi 61. If you're listening, I got you some little boxes. Message me with your address to send them to.
Yes. I'll be right back.
Okay.
That's her name, Sarah Boone. She's something else. Yeah, she should have taken the plea deal. That's something.
Oh, yeah, that idiot. She thought. Yeah, she should.
Pokeroo loves you. Oh, thank you, Pokeroo. Thank you. Love you too.
And then that other gal, Leilani?
Oh, Leilani. Yeah, she got all 19 counts of guilty. Yeah, guilty.
I don't like that they only got second degree, though.
That was Sarah Boone, but Leilani's gonna. Yeah, she got it all across there.
Oh, good.
You left the DV in 2021. Oh, best move. Oh, Doobie Delight says she left a domestic violence relationship in 2021. Best move of her life.
Who did?
Duping Delight.
Oh, she did.
She said she left a domestic violence relationship. Best move of her life.
Good for her.
Now, where's he at now, Melissa?
So he's still at a hotel, and then oh god, there's a lot of catching up. So a couple days ago, he basically he didn't overdose, but he looked like he did at his own work.
Oh.
And so his people saw him just laying there, and they thought he was dead.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, so they called 911, and he was just too high. They didn't give him Narcan, but he was just too high.
On what this time? Heroin?
Fentanyl. Which is
Fentanyl?
like a million times worse.
It's probably gonna end up killing him. You know?
I'm surprised too. I'm very surprised too. And so they told him, if you go, we can use your 2 weeks vacation, and you need to go detox.
15 years. 15 years, White Angel. She would have had 15 years, and she's already served almost 5.
Who?
Sarah Boone.
Oh, Sarah Boone.
Oh,
So the most she can get is 15?
No. That's if she took her plea deal, but she didn't take it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Duping
Okay.
Delight says she moved house, changed her name, phone number, and got a court order. Honestly, you deserve so much more if you're in that type of situation. It took me 10 years to leave, she said.
Yeah.
She does deserve so much more. I don't know why you don't see that. You're so beautiful. You have a nice personality. I can tell you're smart.
I'm really not, though.
You're really not.
I said, it's too bad that her and Elle don't live closer to each other,
Who?
Her and Elle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. Where do you live now?
My
South
IQ
Carolina.
is high 70s. I'm really not smart at all.
Look smart. You gotta be street smart.
I think you and Elle would be great roommates.
I was thinking about having getting another place and having a roommate, because this is only a 1-bedroom apartment. But
You're in South Carolina, aren't you? Or Arkansas?
Arkansas.
Okay. See, I remembered.
Yes, you did.
Yep. I knew you moved somewhere in the South.
Yeah.
And you're both from California. And that's
Yes,
funny. You're both from
yes.
California.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Have
So
you met
now
each other?
I
Have
just
they-
No, and Elle was in tonight at the auction. Yeah.
Yeah, I saw her name there.
Yeah, she bought a lot of
She
pink
said
ornaments.
hi too.
See, Duping Delight says you sound very smart to me. Video Girl said pretty smart.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I'm glad she got out.
I was super
in a
nervous when I
decent
took that
relationship
test
too.
too. I was just like, I don't know.
You're from Utah, Mystery? I'm from New York. Alyssa's from Arkansas. Well, she's from California, but she's in Arkansas.
California, yeah.
Yeah, Debbie's from North Carolina and Scooter's from Indiana, and I'm from New York. Yep, and you're from Utah. Yes, little
Bella's
lady.
very sweet too, she is. But she's not a pushover.
No.
I think I am with him though.
Well, she kind of is with guys, isn't she?
Yeah.
See, they wouldn't be good then.
But
Carolyn?
Yeah, but maybe if they were together, they'd be stronger.
Well, maybe.
So Rich is going to the detox not tomorrow, but the next day. Tomorrow, because he's doing a lot less of everything now to where he's actually.
Oh, video reels in Arkansas.
They have what?
Video reels in Arkansas.
Oh yeah, video reel. He's a guy.
He's a guy.
It's a guy?
Video reel, yeah.
He's a man. He's here in the chat.
Yeah.
Oh. He's a man.
I mean, not like that. I mean, like, he's a man, like, just like, you know, like, to help you, maybe. Help you.
Oh, yeah. That's the main thing is, like, living alone as a female by myself. You know, like, it's kind of scary out here. Like, I was fine in California and doing stuff by myself, but, like, if there's a big old roach or snow, and I don't know how to do all that stuff.
Yeah, you live near Little Rock?
Yeah.
Little Rock.
Do you still have a nanny job or no?
No, that's the worst part. So I lost the little baby that I was watching September 29th.
Physically lost the kid?
No! Oh my
Yeah.
gosh, Scooter.
I realized that when I said that. I'm like, I probably should have said it that way.
I
That
lost the kid.
sounds kind of bad. No, she just went on to regular daycare. Because, yeah, I charge more than daycare here, but less than private nanny. Because if I go and drive and be a private nanny, that would make a lot more. But I don't have a car anymore, so. And I specifically remember, I think it was you that told me when I first moved out here that your somebody ended up dating a drug addict and she didn't even have a car anymore. And I was like, I will not let that be me.
Maybe
I
that.
don't remember.
Maybe it was your niece that went.
I
could've
do.
been that.
I
The
remember
one that got
somebody.
stabbed. Was it the one that got stabbed?
Oh, yeah, probably. No, it's not drug addict. Well, it
What?
could be. Yeah, it could be. It could be. Which did I tell you? I recently found out. Well, they're not together. She's with a good guy now. I think I told you,
Oh, that's good.
Carolyn. She actually that whole time was back with him for like a week. Can you believe that? And wasn't
back?
telling me
Shoot, the
what-
guy that stabbed her?
Yes.
Wow.
We found that out. With those stab wounds, she was there with him. After he
Oh
had-
my God.
Yeah, and we just found that out a while back. Isn't that something?
It's like he's never done anything physically to me, but the mental abuse is real bad. You know, when he's
Yeah.
on drugs, he acts like a total different person, like a demon.
Yeah, that's not good.
Yeah. And then when he's not on drugs, he's like the kindest person I've ever met in my life. And that's the hardest part because it's like, he's like a male version of me, like with the kindness of my heart, with like for animals and people. It's like I'd help anybody, anytime, no matter what. I wouldn't help, like I wouldn't hurt anybody, but I don't know. And that's the hard part that really, really breaks my heart. So lately he's been acting like that. And so then tomorrow he's gonna pick up some groceries for me, put him in here, and then I'm gonna drop him off, I guess, at the hotel, and then I think.
Oh no. Yeah, but then he's gonna get you, and you're gonna feel all bad for him because he did something for you, and then you're gonna be like, oh.
Well, not necessarily. So I just want the car for the meantime while he's detoxing. So maybe I can do like one-time nanny jobs away from here.
Right,
Make
but you're
some
not
money.
gonna get suckered into that, like.
I don't know. So what I did do though is I went out on a date.
You did?
Yes,
Wow.
Where'd you get a
Yeah.
guy? Where'd you find a guy?
Facebook dating.
Facebook dating. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Wow.
And I was like,
Be
okay, I'm gonna force myself to go on a date with a guy that is like opposite of like Rich.
Right.
And well, like when I met Rich didn't look like Rich. Rich was like no tattoos, like very classy looking, and like that's what I like,
Right.
Except for, I still loved him because 23 years, I just began to not see the tattoos and everything. I just don't see him like that. But, so this guy, he had like a full head of hair and he looked very classy, and he had, it looked like he was either like I don't know, like a dental person or like a doctor or something
Right.
with scrubs. And I was like, okay. And then he had some couple pictures of himself with some glasses on. Like he was very professional looking, and
Right.
and so we talked on the phone, and then
Ted Bundy.
huh?
So was Ted Bundy.
So and then it looked like he had a really pretty home from the background. And I don't really know Arkansas that well, so I thought he was like really close, like right down the street.
Right.
And I didn't have a car, so we were gonna just go get dinner, and I was like, I just want to see his house. I don't really care. I'm just gonna, have my friends locate me.
Oh
And
my
I'm like,
gosh, that's scary.
I know, but I was like, who cares? I don't know. I just felt like I want to see if this man can,
See if he's real.
afford me.
Oh, okay.
Basically. Like, can you adopt me? So I was just like, and it was just my idea. I was like, well, why don't we just have drinks at your house? And maybe we can get something after, like.
Right.
So, I mean, it was my idea. I would have felt weirder if he said it, but. So I got an Uber, and he was like, I will definitely, because I didn't want to be in the car with him or anything.
Right.
So I was thinking a little bit. And so I'm like, okay. So, and he's like, of course I'll reimburse you. And I was like, of course, because I don't.
Right.
First you
And
will.
right off the bat, you've got to make sure that they're going to,
Yeah.
And so I was like, and actually I'm going to go and get a bottle of wine that I like. And you can reimburse me for that as well. And he was like, oh, certainly.
Oh my gosh.
So then I was like, okay, great. So then
Things are different nowadays.
I didn't really, I'm like that at first because I saw a lot of my girlfriends get taken advantage of by men financially. And you just gotta, like, right from the start,
Yeah.
So, I mean, that's the only thing that any of my exes have been good at, so. But, yeah, so I'm driving with my Uber driver, and
Did you tell your driver what was happening?
I told him everything.
No, I know she did. I know, Elisa. Oh my gosh, yeah, she tells everybody everything. I know that.
I told him everything. I even started to cry to my Uber driver.
Oh
I was
my
like,
gosh.
this is the first date that I'm going on, and I don't know. You know, like, yeah. Uber driver was like a therapist. He was very, very kind, and he was so nice.
Who's the
And
killer?
what?
I said, no, he was the killer.
No. So then Elizabeth. So then we're like going down like a bunch of dark roads.
Oh gosh,
like,
I'd be so scared. That's scary.
I know, and I was like, okay, I watch a lot of crime stuff, and you know, I'm like, I'm getting a really bad feeling here, and then, and I'm like, and I don't know where we're at. Like, this is weird. And then so I called him, and I'm like, well, where are you at? And then he's like, oh, it's like 2 trailers down, and I was like,
Oh no.
and there's nothing wrong with
No,
trailers.
but you're looking for something different, right?
I thought it was gonna be more
Wealthy.
the luxury home, and I mean some trailers can be done up really nice, and I'm like, well, he owns this trailer. It's better than what I've got. Maybe it's really nice. So I still gave it a chance, and I was like, okay. And then he walked out, and he grabbed the bottle of he grabbed the wine bottle instead of like letting me out of the car. And I was like, he's like, I'll get this for you. And I'm like, you think you could have opened my door? Like, well, where's your manners? Where's your class? Like, what? So then I told my Uber driver, I'm like, I already got a bad feeling about this guy. And he goes, I kind of do too. And he's like, here's my name with the card. And he goes, you call me right back if anything gets weird, okay? And I'm like, okay, thank you so much.
How did he look? What was he looking like?
He looked fine. There's nothing wrong with his
He
look.
looked like his pictures?
He looked like his pictures. He did. He was a little shorter. He was pretty short, but I don't care, you know. But then when I got into his trailer, it was really
That's really scary. You should let us see who you're entertaining, and we could check it out. That's
I
scary.
asked him, no, he said to ask you, did he have at least every other tooth?
He did. He had all his teeth.
Okay.
But that's scary going in his trailer.
So
What if he was a serial killer?
Well, okay. Yeah, I'm never doing this again, ever. So I go inside, and he's like, sorry, the place is kind of trashed. I'm trying to redo it. And I was like, I'm just looking around, and I'm like, this is a hellhole. So then I was like, okay. And then he goes, and I think he got me mixed up with another girl.
Oh, gosh.
Because he goes, I'm so glad you're here. And he went to kiss me on the lips, and I was like,
oh.
Ugh.
like even a peck, but still, I was like, that's my personal space. And then he goes, so, do you still like to get high? And I'm like, I've never liked to get high.
Oh, gosh. And that's the last thing you want to hear going from somebody that's an addict. Yeah.
Mom, I was like, am I in the Twilight Zone right now? And I go, what do you mean? What do you do? Like, I go, I don't really care if you smoke weed.
How old was he? How old was
42?
he? I think you got to go for somebody older.
I think so too. So then he goes, and I go, why do you like? I go, I never did. I haven't like smoked. I think I smoked like whatever in high school. I'm like, I don't know who you're talking about. I think I said my ex-husband does, and I hate it. I'm like, I don't know where he's getting this. And then he starts walking to the kitchen. He goes, well, I'm like, why? Do you do more? And I wanted to know up front, so I didn't want to pretend like I was like having a problem with it. I'm like, it's okay if you do. And he was like, I'm on meth. And I was like,
oh no. No.
Why? My whole body must have turned sheet white. And I go, I cannot believe this. I cannot believe this. I'm like, I just left my husband for this. I'm like, what is your problem? And I know for a fact that we talked about this in the thing, that I was against drugs, and if you had ever done them before or whatever the problem was, I know this was a screening thing. And I felt like I was in an out of body experience, and I was so
That's
scared.
terrible.
And I was like, oh my God, oh my God. And I was like, and then I just kind of started to cry. I was like, I need to go. I need to go. And he was like, oh my God, no, I'm so sorry. He's like, no, I really wanted to tell you what happened. It was crazy. And I'm like, no, no, no. I'm like, I gotta go. And then he's like, no, please stay with me, please. And I'm like, no.
Oh
And then
my
he goes,
gosh.
I'll throw the rest of it away. And I'm like, do you know how many times I've heard that? I'm like, get away from me. And then I called the number of the Uber, and then I sat outside just in the dirt, and then he started following me, and I go, follow me some more, and I'm gonna call the cop. And then he just walked right in, and I was like,
That's so scary. That's really
What is
scary.
the
Did
odds
anybody
of you
know you
getting-
were there? Who knew you were there?
The Uber
my
driver.
friend from California.
I know, but did she like? Oh my gosh, that's
Uber driver
I'm
did.
don't ever meet somebody at their house ever.
I like seriously learned my lesson. I'm like,
Meet in a
what the
public
actual-
place. You got to meet in a public place.
I
Did
know.
you
At
call
the
the
restaurant.
same Uber guy?
I
you
did.
call
I
that
called the
guy
Uber
back?
guy, and he came really quickly. Thank God.
What are the odds of you getting a date with a guy that tells you he's on he's
Don't
doing that?
know. And if you could see the pictures in the profile, I should have emailed them to mommy. Like the guy didn't look anything like this. He
You
looked
hold it up on your-
professional.
Can you hold it up on your phone to show us? Just hold his, cover his name.
Well, I'm on my phone.
Oh, that's okay. that's
Doesn't
fine.
he like? Wait, I don't know what Facebook dating is like, but I mean, I thought you're able to screen them like non-smoker, no drugs.
Megan and I, we Googled him, his full name. He was like a normal, like, guy. Like, he had photos up of, like, professional, like, I mean, he must just be
Yeah,
now
why don't
ruining
you
his
start
life.
meeting them at coffee shops? or
Yeah,
something?
meet him at a
I'm gonna start-
Starbucks.
honestly, I'm gonna start, only FaceTime dating, and then if I want to go on a date with them, I'm going to do a background check, and I don't care.
Yeah, but
if
never meet them at their house ever.
that was the dumbest idea I think I've ever had in my life.
Yeah.
Because it's been like so long since I've actually dated, that where I was so young and that was so normal,
Yeah.
and I just don't even know what I was thinking.
Oh yeah, no, don't
Because
ever.
he really, like, I was thinking he's gonna grab me, like he's gonna, what am I gonna do? And I was just like, I'm in this house, and I was like, oh my God, I am literally like, this guy could hurt me, even though he was really short and like,
No, short doesn't matter. You could have a weapon.
he's still a man, yeah,
Yeah.
and he could still have a weapon, yeah. I didn't even think of that, and I realized I don't have a weapon.
Right.
And I was like, I'm getting a gun. I'm bringing a gun anywhere with me.
Yeah, that's scary.
I'm
Don't.
getting a
Yeah.
gun.
It says you were
Don't-
lucky. They're all saying in the chat you were very lucky.
I know.
And to give an address at the very least to somebody next time.
I feel so stupid.
Yeah.
Make sure
Don't ever
somebody
do
knows
that.
exactly
I
where
feel
you
so
are.
stupid. Like, I don't know what I was thinking. I really don't. Especially as somebody who watches and keeps up with all these crime shows, like, I should know better. I've been watching these for years. This is like my favorite thing to do.
Yeah.
And it's like, I put myself in one of those things that I was like, I can't believe I'm gonna die. Like for a split second, I was like, I can't believe this is how I'm gonna go. For
Yeah,
one
that's
sec,
scary. That's scary. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, we all are into true crime, I mean.
I know.
Obviously, we wouldn't be here.
And it's true crime. It's like true crime.
Yeah, you
And
gotta
I
meet
did
them.
the stupidest thing in the world. And
Yeah,
I just thought, like, the chances
yeah,
of
but.
this happening to me again, like, I'm like, I am
That is crazy.
Isn't that crazy?
It really is.
Like, I mean, we looked him up. He had nothing. I mean, he gave me his like full Facebook because like Facebook dating is different. He gave me his full Facebook.
Yeah, but did he have a job?
I thought so. Yeah. I mean, that's what it said on Google, and that's what it showed on his.
I know, but he's
Facebook.
doing meth. Oh my gosh.
Like, I don't know if he had some crazy week. I don't know. I don't know. I don't care. Like, what kind of an idiot are you to do this? Like, is every guy a meth head in Arkansas?
What video cut you with a knife?
The girl asked me for food at a gas station and cut me with a knife.
What was
Ooh.
this? Cut you with a knife? What?
Mystery said that she's a Lyft driver and a mom of 2 grown kids. Please, always meet them in public at a restaurant. Daytime meeting always first.
Yeah.
Or at a coffee shop or something.
Yeah, don't like, even if you meet them at the coffee shop and you're like, oh, this guy's okay, don't go in the car with him somewhere. You don't know this guy.
No. I mean, I'm glad I didn't do that at least, because that would have scared the life out of me. If I would have been in the car and then he would have told me that, there would have been like no escaping, because it was so long,
Yeah.
the drive.
That was smart, not to go in the car or to let him know he doesn't know where you
And he didn't reimburse me for my wine or my ride. And he goes, I go,
didn't?
you need to reimburse me for that. And he goes, I get paid Monday. And I go, you piece of shit. And I was like, you don't even know how broke I am right now and I'm going through with this asshole. I was like, yeah. And
Did you take your wine back?
yeah,
Okay, good.
still, of course I
Alright.
did. But I was
Yeah.
just like, what a jerk. Like, what a loser. And then the Uber guy was kind enough to not even charge me on the way home.
Oh, I was
Oh,
gonna say,
good.
did he give
He
you a
was
break?
like
Yeah.
an angel. I swear. I was like,
Maybe he single?
I don't know, but he was really nice.
My goodness.
God, I just can't somebody like a guy just be, I don't know. I just feel like I need to take a huge break on him because
Did he open your wine?
no,
Okay, good.
we didn't even get to that point.
Okay. Mystery was asking.
I
That's
mean,
right.
thank God the meth came out immediately. Like,
Oh my gosh.
I'm just so glad that he even told me and that he told me quickly.
Yeah,
Because
maybe
I know
try to
I'm-
find some guy in Al-Anon or something. I don't know. No, I'm
I
not.
don't need.
No, I know you don't want to do that. I'm just joking. I mean,
Yeah.
where are you going to find somebody that is not on drugs?
I don't even want like somebody that was recovering because that risk is too great for me.
Right.
I mean, that might be great for somebody else, but the risk is too great for me.
Yeah, you've got to really vet these guys and
I was just so shocked. I was like, I mean, my face must have gotten ghost white. I was just like,
you let the bar up the street know if they need someone to give a page on a ride. I am on call. Oh, that's nice, mystery. Yeah, that's scary. Maybe try to join a book club or something that you're not like. Well, book clubs are mostly women, but somewhere like just some kind of random place that's not for dating.
somewhere where like,
And then just see, like maybe even like a camera club or a hiking club or something like that. There's some kind of thing that,
well, I can't hike
Yeah.
long, but
okay, but what, maybe even a, let's see, yeah.
maybe freaking bird watching or something.
Maybe, yeah.
No, I swear to God, I just want a boring, normal.
Yeah, and where they're
Boring,
like, and get to
normal.
know someone and interact with them without them thinking that you're looking for a date, first off.
Take a walk, go to a park, walk around, walk in the grocery store.
You know what I thought last time is I went to the hospital and I saw a few really
See, but I
good-looking
think,
guys.
yeah,
and
the hospital, yeah, but I
feel
think
like
you
he
tell,
was just like must have been
I know how you
Not
are. You
working
tell
at the
everybody
hospital
too much
anymore.
stuff. You like need to know. Probably dial it back a little bit and not say like everything. Because if you tell them like, oh my gosh, my ex, blah, 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 like the first time.
I don't think I did. I just
Oh,
think I
okay.
said I used to. No, I told the Uber driver all of that because
Right,
I
yeah.
decided that I barely wanted to tell anybody about everything about my ex because then they think that you'll tolerate it. And so I'm trying desperately to not like my best friend was like, honey, just I love you to death. She's like, but don't be such an open book. And I'm like, no, I agree,
Yeah.
because it makes it sound like my life was,
Well,
you know,
even if you had like it's a normal ex, okay, you still like you don't want to be that person that's on that first date telling the new guy all about your problems with your ex.
no, I don't. I want to be more positive.
Right.
I want to talk more about me. I don't want to attract somebody that actually even wants to date somebody that has this lingering ex that's on fentanyl and meth and he was in prison. Like, I mean, that's embarrassing. It's embarrassing. But I will tell, like my friends or like an Uber driver, you know what I mean?
I
Like,
know, yeah, but you just gotta
I
be
have to
careful.
get it
Yeah.
out, but not with a guy that like I'm speaking to like date.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know.
Yeah, other people will take advantage. You're sure of that. Yeah, and someone could hear you like talking to the cashier at the grocery store or something, and then they could target you. So
Ooh, I didn't even think
you got to be
that.
careful about oversharing.
Yeah. It's just
Yeah.
so hard for me because I've always been such a freaking open book and like I don't know, I overshare a lot. I just talk a lot. I don't know.
Yeah. White Angel says you're trying too hard. Don't
True.
look for love. Instead,
Listen to
let
this. Listen to
love
that.
find you. Just focus on yourself and take up some new hobbies or something. And when you forget about it, it will find its way to you.
That is so true right there. That is so true, Alyssa. You have to stop looking for it.
I know.
You really do, and it will come to you when you really stop looking. For real.
I know it was too soon for me to date. I just felt like
You're just scared. You don't want to be on your own. You're probably codependent and
for
You have
sure.
to just try to make yourself be more independent.
I've always
You really
been
do.
with a guy. And I don't mind being alone, but it's like I must mind being alone.
yeah.
Well, especially while I'm not working, it's like
Yeah, well, that's scary for you. So, yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I get it. I get it.
Yeah.
And there is everybody has somebody out there for them. I believe that.
I think so too, and I think like there's more than one like soulmate or
Right,
person to be with
right.
because what would happen if your loved one died? Of course, there's going to be someone else that's
Right,
going to be great for you.
right.
Do something for yourself, your hair, your nails. Let's see. Someone said,
Well, I
spoil,
just bought mommy's nails.
yeah, spoil yourself. They said, take care of yourself. Yeah, maybe like even
I
a,
don't
even a
say
YMCA. Do they have a YMCA where you could go and even swim or do anything?
I have a pool here.
Oh, maybe.
I should actually use it.
What
'cause
about what about people are in your complex and stuff?
It's kind of ghetto.
Oh,
If you catch, like, I don't feel comfortable even talking to people in my complex.
well,
Like I said, you need a group to get some good friends.
yeah.
Yeah. I was gonna go on Bumble again because I made my one girlfriend here from Bumble. Just girls meeting, or women meeting women.
Yeah, but I mean that's still a dating app, Bumble, right?
Oh, well, you can look for just girlfriends, like
Oh, yeah.
friends. Yeah. And if you push to the dating, you can go to the dating, but I don't, like, if I look for girlfriends, because where am I gonna find any friends?
Yeah, Duping Delight says focus on yourself for now. It will help with your healing
With
for
healing,
sure.
for sure. That's so true. Start loving yourself. For real. Love yourself right now like you want to love somebody.
Yeah, but I see like she's worried too about money.
For sure. That's why it's like I almost feel like I'm gonna end up having to take him back after.
Oh
he-
no, you shouldn't have to do that.
I know. I don't want to. I don't want to, but I don't see any other way out. As long as I have this stupid freaking loan.
What about, don't they have like safe havens or like people that help domestic abuse? Like, have you looked for any of those in your area? They call them like safe haven or.
Not where I could bring Macy.
Do you have a dog or
And I
cat?
can't
Cat.
leave. Yeah, I have my cat Macy, and she's like,
They won't let you go someplace with your cat.
they're like, oh, if you can bring her to a shelter. I'm like,
Oh no.
I'm like, you don't know she's my everything. She's like the reason why I have not given up on life at all.
Yeah.
She's my angel.
Right. Yeah, you don't want to leave her.
No way. I can't.
No. So maybe like
I just wish I never got that freaking loan.
yeah.
I just hate wasting my life on somebody that I know is-
Scooter had a problem with Candy Crush and lost a lot of money.
Stop.
She did. I got to put my phone on the my watch on the charger. But yeah, Scooter had a problem, and she was in. She worked it out. Maybe he could get. Maybe. Oh, come on, Scooter. What are we gonna do? I don't know. You can't just take somebody back because you're scared. There's got to be some way to help yourself. Hold on.
You have to love yourself.
Yeah, but she also needs to survive.
I need to survive.
She'll survive. She'll figure it out. You have to get a job. You have to get a job. You don't have a job right now?
No, because I was watching babies from my house,
Okay.
and I only make $10 per baby from my house under the table. But if I had a car, I could make $20+ an hour per kid. And I don't have a car anymore.
Well, maybe see if you can watch babies at your house again or something.
I'm trying to. I'm like doing on Craigslist. I'm going on care.com. I'm applying to like every freaking job that there is. And I'm like, well, you get the best benefit of being, like one-on-one with a baby, or, two-on-one with a baby without getting all those germs from the daycare. But the daycares are like so darn cheap. They're like $200 a week. But I'm like, I'm not gonna have it my house isn't big enough for a daycare, and my immune system sucks because my lung is scarred, and I can't get disability because I haven't put any or enough money in there that was not under the table, or I would try to get on disability.
Oh boy.
Kevin wants to ask, can you get a
Legal.
small loan
No, she's got a loan. That's what the
I
problem
have
is.
one
She's
and
got that
Legally
loan.
freeze. To legally freeze the loan, pay small payment legally. Why
I
didn't
don't-
you once know how old you are?
I'm 43, I think.
43, when's your birthday?
May 1st, 1981. Ever since I was on the ventilator, I
Yeah,
count
you're
my
43.
birthday.
You're 43.
Yeah.
When were you on the ventilator?
When I had pneumonia, when I got my lung scarred,
I mean, when did this happen?
2022 in March. I was at that damn hospital for a month, and they had to like turn me on my stomach and all that. And yeah, I was gonna die, and that's why it's like, ugh, I don't know.
Yeah, I gave her some work from home stuff, but did none of that
I
work out?
looked at it, but it was like a lot of it was like this many years in college, and
But I think they like JetBlue and stuff. You can set a point. You can set reservations, and a lot of places.
JetBlue was the one that was hard.
Really?
Yeah, they were like, you need this much this, this much this, this much this, and I was
White
like,
Angel's saying there's Amazon work from home jobs.
are there?
Yeah.
There are work from home jobs where you use the phone. My sister, Melissa, she did it for a long time. And you would even clock in and out at home.
Or
what
they
about-
don't require you to have
What
like,
about
a
talking to
bunch of-
people on OnlyFans?
Oh
What?
yeah, that's right. We were talking about that. Talking to people on OnlyFans.
You can do that. I have a niece that does that.
You don't have to. I mean, you can
She
just.
really does.
Yeah, I know.
She's
I don't mind talking to people. That wasn't it like a girlfriend thing? And I'm like, I love talking.
Yeah, I mean, some guys
I
who
didn't
just
even look
like
into
people,
that.
like people to talk.
do it. You're
I
pretty.
would
You can do
totally
it.
do that.
Yeah, you could do that.
You really could.
I mean, I know that like for pictures and everything, OnlyFans, it's like you actually have to have like a
Well, you have it now. I mean, you have a.
fan
Yeah, but you have
system
a.
already, but
Yeah, you have a camera.
because like a lot of
You
the
don't
girls
have to
already
tell
have.
anybody. Nobody has to know.
Right.
No, and I don't give a shit who would know. My mom already thinks I'm the biggest loser alive. I'll just send it to her and be like, hey,
Oh my gosh.
thanks. I already told her, I was like, I'm gonna have to go get a sugar daddy because of you. I'm like, thanks a lot, Mom. I'm trying to lose the guy that, you told me that you hate and blah, blah, blah. She has a lot of money to help me, and she's just like, I'd rather see you suffer. And like, she hates me so much. My mom hates me so much because I called her out on who she is. I'm like, I just didn't want to move in with you if you were going to call me that, if you're, can we not talk? And I didn't even say, I was like, can we just not talk about each other's looks? Or, can you not bring up the fact that I saw my father's family when they came into town?
If you have any mechanic shops around you, pop into a couple of them. Usually they're too busy with repairs, but they hire women to do their insurance bookings from home. So that's
Really?
indeed in your area. That's what White Angel's saying. And then somebody said, Heartmade Wise said she has a neighbor that works at home for AT&T.
I don't know if I'd be smart enough for that.
Oh, you
Well-
would be. You would be. Come on.
You could do something. You are beautiful. You could do that.
You could.
Melissa.
You could.
You're beautiful, Safi said.
Thank you, guys.
You are very, very, very pretty.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, guys.
Just hold
Yeah, like,
your
and it
head
doesn't
up.
even have to be like that. Like, I swear, there are like people that like, I think OnlyFans, probably Kevin might know, like, but like, oh, watch me clean my apartment or something. I don't,
Yeah, yes.
You know what's
Yeah.
weird too? Like, I think there would be like somebody, like, if I just kept the thing on, like the camera on, and just like kept it on 24/7,
yeah,
and
I'm
they could
sure.
just watch me live. Like,
People
oh,
would
yeah.
do that.
Or just, yeah.
I wouldn't even have to do anything weird, like nasty. I would just.
Right.
Some people are so lonely; they just want to like.
Do you know how much your niece makes, Scooter?
Oh yeah,
Video reels on a plane right now.
She what?
Video reels on a plane right now.
Oh, do you know how much your niece makes, Scooter?
No.
somebody said that their niece or somebody had feet.
Kevin
pics.
says you can just talk. Yeah, oh, Ruff had the feet pics, yeah. But Kevin says you can just talk, nothing bad.
That would be great. Because the nasty talk, I think I would want to just die.
Yeah, I know.
Ugh.
Yeah, and I don't know what she does.
I'd have to like take a Ambien and a lot of alcohol to deal with that. Like, sure, call me when I'm sleeping. Ugh. But I mean, I have to do what I have to do right now, and nothing has to be forever. I just got to get out of this debt. Honestly.
Right.
You know, you have a real, very pretty face, and you might as well use it. You know, get on there. Use it like before you lose it.
I know, right?
Exactly. Yeah, you don't have to don't tell them where you live or anything personal.
Yeah, that's one thing they don't even have to know.
Don't tell them anything like that.
Mm-mm.
Kevin's saying that you're very pretty.
Thank you.
Where did Kevin say that?
Right there in the chat.
Oh.
Everybody's saying that you're very pretty, that you're beautiful. You
I
have
look so bad right now.
For real.
I am feeling better about myself. I had gained after like breaking up with Eden and coming out here. I gained a lot of weight, and then I lost 45 pounds.
Cool video. Ask for the link again off Mommy Ramblings to go talk. Oh, yeah, right. I got you duping.
Hmm?
She says, oh, yeah, let him talk to you off video. Yeah, well, we're going to go off video because it's been a long time and it's 4:40 and it's really emotional. But, yeah, I'll give you the link video. Video said he can help you, so hold on a second. All right, love you guys. God bless. Prayers, and we'll talk to you
guys.
tomorrow. Bye-bye. Hold on, Alyssa.
Okay.